Have you ever looked at your arms and wondered why your wrists still look so thin, even though you've been training? Maybe your biceps are growing, maybe your forearms are getting stronger, but your wrists still look almost exactly the same. Here's the truth. Your wrist size is largely determined by your bone structure and genetics, so you can't completely change the size of your wrist bones. But that doesn't mean you're stuck with skinny-looking lower arms. There are ways to make your forearms thicker, stronger, and more muscular, which can make your entire lower arm look much more developed. And most people completely ignore the muscles that create that thickness. So in this video, we're going to break down why your wrists look thin, what you can actually change, and the exercises that can help you build bigger forearms. Let's start with the biggest reason. Your wrist size is mostly genetic. Your wrist is a joint surrounded by bones, tendons, ligaments, and relatively little muscle. Unlike your upper arm, you don't have large muscles directly surrounding the wrist joint. That's why you can't simply do wrist curls and expect your actual wrist bones to become significantly thicker. Your bone structure plays a major role in how wide your wrists naturally are. Some people are simply born with smaller wrist bones. Others naturally have wider wrists. And neither one automatically means you're stronger or weaker. So, if you've always had thin wrists, don't waste your time trying to completely change your bone structure. Instead, focus on what you can change. Your forearms. Build the muscles around your wrists. Your forearms contain multiple muscles that control your fingers, wrist, and elbow. And when these muscles grow, they can add noticeable thickness around the lower part of your arm. That's what can make thin wrists look less noticeable. Think about it this way. You might not be able to make the foundation wider, but you can build more muscle around it. And one of the best places to start is your wrist flexors and extensors. These muscles help control your wrist when you grip, curl, press, and carry objects. So how do you train them? Exercise number 1. Wrist curls. Wrist curls are a simple way to directly train your forearm flexors. Sit down and rest your forearm on your thigh or a bench. Hold a dumbbell with your palm facing upward. Let your wrist move down under control. Then curl your wrist upward and squeeze your forearm. Don't swing the weight. Don't rush the repetitions. Use a controlled range of motion and focus on making the forearm muscles do the work. Try around 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 20 repetitions. Exercise number 2. Reverse wrist curls. Now turn your palms downward. This changes the emphasis toward the muscles on the back of your forearm. Use a lighter weight than you might expect. Lift your wrists slowly. Pause briefly at the top. Then lower the weight under control. These muscles are often neglected, but developing both sides of your forearm can create a more balanced and thicker appearance. Exercise number 3. Hammer curls. If you want your forearms to look thicker, don't only train the wrist. Train the muscles that contribute to overall forearm size. Hammer curls are excellent for this. Hold the dumbbells with a neutral grip, keeping your palms facing each other. Curl the weight upward without swinging your body. Lower it slowly. The neutral grip allows your brachioradialis and other forearm muscles to contribute heavily to the movement. And when these muscles grow, they can add noticeable thickness to your lower arms. Exercise number 4. Farmer's carries. Now let's make things practical. Grab a pair of heavy dumbbells. Stand tall, keep your shoulders controlled, then walk while maintaining a strong grip. That's it. It looks simple, but your hands and forearms have to work continuously to keep the weights from slipping. Farmer's carries are excellent for developing grip endurance, while also challenging your forearms, shoulders, core, and upper body. Start with a weight you can control and carry it for around 20 to 40 seconds. Rest, then repeat. But here's the mistake you need to avoid. If your goal is bigger forearms, don't train them randomly every single day. Your muscles need recovery. Start with 2 to 3 focused forearm sessions per week and give your body time to adapt. And don't assume that heavier weights automatically mean better results. If you're using so much weight that your wrist is moving uncontrollably, or you're relying on momentum, you're taking tension away from the muscles you're trying to train. Controlled repetitions are more important than impressive numbers. And don't forget your overall body weight. There's another factor people often overlook. If you're extremely lean, your wrists and forearms may naturally look smaller. Gaining muscle throughout your body can change your overall proportions. You don't need to aggressively bulk. But if you're trying to build muscle, make sure you're eating enough protein, getting enough calories for your goal, and giving your body enough sleep and recovery. Training provides the stimulus. Nutrition and recovery help your body respond to it. So, can you actually make thin wrists thicker? Here's the honest answer. You probably can't dramatically change the size of your wrist bones, but you can absolutely build the muscles surrounding them, and bigger forearms can make your entire arm look thicker, stronger, and more developed. So stop obsessing over the width of your wrist. Focus on what you can control. Train your forearms, build your grip, progressively increase the challenge, eat and recover properly, and give it time. Because you don't need naturally thick wrists to build impressive-looking arms. You just need to build what's around them